The expectations on the CFO can be varied. I think nowadays the role has expanded and evolved into different parts of the business and the operations and the strategic direction of the business. So an ERP system that's flexible and scalable is one of the key requirements, particularly in a private equity backed scenario. So private equity by its nature is a significant growth journey. Having an ERP system that can scale and cope with that growth in whatever format it comes is a key factor. So some of the more basic finance systems rather than ERP, I would say, maybe struggle to cope with that scalability from a multi-locational, multi-currency, multi-entity perspective. So those are key factors in being able to grow with the business. When looking at a new ERP system, very much today is ensuring it's on a cloud-based platform. I think the majority of ERP vendors are now moving to that in different forms, but the key there is that having access to the system, anytime, from anywhere, on any device, is a fundamental requirement these days, quite frankly. And as part of that, almost the number one priority is accurate and timely reporting. The PE investor needs to have the comfort that the business is performing and therefore getting the information on a timely basis, but also knowing and believing that it's robust, the integrity of the data stands up. So it's not the case that putting in a new ERP means you have to scrap everything you've got. A lot of companies have certain systems that serve them very well. If those systems are scalable and can last throughout the journey, then keeping those in place is not a problem. But the flip side of that is if you're putting in a new ERP system, one that is modular and can actually fit around what you already have and can integrate with what you already have, again, will ultimately be more cost effective. It's a difficult one to quantify, but where it's visible is that if you have an implementation partner that doesn't have the suitable expertise in your industry, if your partner doesn't understand the industry that you're in, then what you actually end up with could be behind timeline, but also it might not suit your needs, quite frankly. The reporting that you're getting out of it might not be what you're looking for. Putting in new systems and processes can have a significant impact on that culture. So it's not something you can avoid, so you need to address it, head on, I suppose. So organisational change is inevitable, it's something that needs to be addressed and considered as part of that process. You are changing the roles and the day-to-day jobs of many people in the organisation by bringing in new systems, so understanding the impact on that and dealing with it proactively is key. I think if you're not familiar with private equity, the expectation can come as a shock. Therefore, if you understand the expectation when you're at the outset, then being able to deal with that and overcome the barriers ultimately will lead to a successful outcome for both the CFO and all the stakeholders.